What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Noah Jones for NoahJonesNews.com, and you are here for the tips. You're here for the success tips. All right, today we're going to focus on 3 key factors in becoming successful. If you're running an independent business, one of the main things you have to have is patience. Growing your business is not an overnight success story. It's going to take some time. It's going to take time for you to figure out the algorithms. It's going to take time for you to figure out your customer base. And it's going to take time for you to figure out exactly how to maneuver in order to make enough money to be successful and to do your business full time. Another thing you have to focus on is doing research. That's another key component. Key component right there. Doing your research. There's a lot of information there's a lot of information online, and it details pretty much any business that you want to start. If you want to open a franchise, you can Google how do you start a franchise, and you can come up with some information on where to go and how to begin and what requirements are needed in order for you to start a franchise. So doing research, extremely important. That's one of the steps that a lot of people miss out on when they're doing anything independent. They forget about the research. They'll ask anybody, they'll call somebody, they'll ask somebody online, like even for me. People will hit me up on Facebook. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? The information is out there. You just got to take your time and do the research. Stop being lazy. So that's the second thing that you really have to focus on when it comes to building an independent business and building a brand and being successful. The third step is investing. Nobody wants to do anything for free. Time is money. The time that somebody is spending helping you do whatever it is you want them to do for you, they could be investing that time in something that they want to do for themselves, to make themselves more money, to uplift their family, to better their situation. You know what I mean? These things are very important. Nobody likes to do anything for free. So if somebody charges you, you have to understand that it's just part of the game. Everything is about capitalism. It's part of the game. You know what I mean? You have to invest in whatever it is that you're building. If you're a rapper, you have to invest in your music. Invest means paying for verses, paying for studio time, paying for your video to get shot, paying somebody to promote it, paying for the beat. All these things are investments because you are going to put that song online. You're going to promote that song to as many different people as possible, and you're going to try to get a return on that investment. By people playing your music, you're hoping that they will play it enough times for you to not only make your money back, for you to make more than you spent getting the video and getting everything done. You know what I mean? That's an investment. Now, of course, like real life, people lose money on investments. You may spend $3,000 on your video and on your song as a total for the mixing, the mastering, the whole shit. And you may not make any of that back. You may only make $300 back off of streaming. And it may take you 5 months to make that kind of money back, depending on what your numbers are. So sometimes, the money comes later. But what you have to do is you have to be patient. You have to constantly build your brand. You have to constantly build up whatever it is that you're working on. Like me, I'm working on this YouTube channel. I can't expect to get 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers in a night. It's going to take time. I have to build it up. I have to keep promoting it. I have to show people that there's value in this YouTube channel. They have to see the value in coming here and watching every video, which is going to build up the brand. It's going to build up the channel. And then eventually I'll be able to make money off sponsorships and everything else. But I'm giving you guys the insight and the information right from the beginning, which is what I'm doing for you. I have to give you something in order to get something in return. So I figure I give you the tips, I give you the information, and you can pick little parts. Some of these things you guys are already doing. You can pick apart little things of the information that I'm telling you and use what you don't use already. Add to whatever it is that you're doing. You don't have to use the entire thing that I'm telling you. Some of you guys may already know some of this stuff. And don't just know it, but you need to apply it. You have to actually get out there and practice and do the work. You know what I mean? You got to work hard. So here's the 3 steps. You got to invest. You got to do your research. And you got to have patience. So like I said, if you're a rapper, your music is your store. Your image is your store. The music you have actually is your product. Your image is your store. Your reputation is your store. That's all tied into your brand. But your music, your content, your videos, your catalog, those are your products. So if you want people to take you seriously, you have to invest in your products. Apple doesn't put out crappy products. Nike doesn't put out crappy products. Mercedes-Benz doesn't put out crappy products. If you want your stuff to be high-end, you have to start treating it and spending high-end money on it to get a high-end return. So, those are my 3 tips for the day. Research, patience, and invest. Make sure you click like. Make sure you click subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification. And what I've noticed is, unless you tell somebody specifically to do it, they don't take the initiative to do it on their own. So I'm telling you, if you like what you heard in this video, do me a favor because it helps with everybody else. It helps other people see the video. Click like, subscribe, and click the bell notification. You're only as rich as the people that are rich around you. Don't hoard all the information for yourself. You know what I mean? You want rich friends. You want to be around rich people. We all need this advice. We all need these tips. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Noah Jones for NoahJonesNews.com. And this is today's success tip. Love y'all. Peace.